So the Bulldog season came to an end in Los Angeles this past weekend, and they were 0-2 in a barbecue. It's always disappointing whenever your season ends like this, but it feels worse when your team doesn't play up to its capacity. And Fresno State certainly did not do that. I said last week that it would start their pitching with Anchor Cremarosa. Well, Anchor threw another clunker. And Cremarosa, he pitched better after the first inning and he gave up that 3-1 bomb to Irvine. But it really didn't matter because the offense just didn't perform like it could have. And I understand UCLA and Irvine are better than any Mountain West team, but they were capable of what they did this past weekend. And I don't think losing Sky Collins really made that much of an impact. They just didn't play well. Like last year in the regional at Santa Barbara, they were competitive in both games, a hit here or there, a better pitch here or there, and they could have won a game or two there. So the season comes to an end, and what does this mean for this team in the future? Well, this Bulldog team did what they should have done at the bare minimum. They went to the NCAAs. They won the Mountain West tournament. Didn't win the regular season, but they showed that they are the best team overall. They've won 2 straight Mountain West tournaments titles. They've gone to the NCAAs 2 years in a row, and that's what the Bulldogs should be. And that standard has been reestablished by guys like Jack Anchor, Cremarosa, Murph Gray, Justin Stransky, guys who are going to more likely be moving on to professional careers this next upcoming season. Murph Gray for sure. And that means you've got at least 4 new spots to fill up, in addition to any seniors and transfer portal guys. So this Bulldog team will look very different next season. But again, I expect this team to be in the NCAAs for the first straight year. The standard has returned. The underclassmen now know what they need to do. Ovi is now clearly, firmly the coach. And the Bulldogs should be the best team in the Mountain West every year. Now, Bulldog fans do have a right to ask themselves when they see Texas San Antonio, among others, upset the likes of Texas, why aren't the Bulldogs doing that in baseball? All legitimate questions. I don't have the answers for all of them. I do know that the baseball will look very different next season. The expansion of scholarships from like 11.5 to full rides for all the way across, I think 30 players, if a team wants to, will be available. And it doesn't have to hurt a Fresno State. It really doesn't. Fresno State has so much talent in the Central Valley. With the amount of support from fans and alumni, Bulldog baseball should still be a viable program on the national scene, especially when they get to the Pac-12, when you have to compete with the likes of Oregon State. But clearly, things have got to change to move up to this next level, to do more than just win Mountain West championships. Like I said, I expect them to do that next season, regardless of who new players need to step in. I believe they will. I think Overland is a fine head coach and a fine recruiter. I believe he will take that next step once they get the resources that the new pack will give them and no longer go to places like New Mexico. Well, that will really help the program. I've seen rumors of Big West teams wanting to join Mountain West, and I would say this to Irvine or anyone else: that would kill your baseball program. You do not want to go to places like New Mexico. That kills you. All right? So the bottom line is, this baseball team did the bare minimum. They got this program, this athletic department, another trophy, which is what Bulldog fans needed. Hopefully next year they will repeat the process and build on what these last 2 teams have done before we get to the pack.